I'd say that my favourite thing about Nottingham High School is just the enjoyable atmosphere that I have around me. Talking to my friends, they're really friendly, talking to my teachers, everyone's really approachable. And I think I love the constant motivation that we get so that we can drive for that excellence. And I think those factors really make me want to come to school in the morning, which I think is great.
I would say my favourite thing about Nottingham High School is the relationships you get with the teachers and your fellow pupils that kind of grow over your school time. And it's just really great because the further on you get, the more you get to know your teachers, and over, especially where I am right now, GCSE, you spend 2 years with your teacher and they just get to know you inside and out, and it's really good, yeah.
My favourite thing about the school is the competitions and all the events, and throughout all the subjects you do loads, you have house events, you have competitions in PE with other schools, and I think it really improves your confidence and your ability to sort of talk to people, and I really enjoy it. I take part in a lot of different competitions, and I think it's really helped me from all the way through school.
It's really interesting. There's never a dull day really. There's always fun things happening in the lessons, and break times and lunch times are so much fun.
Well, it's stressful at times, but I suppose it's quite fulfilling, getting a challenge and knowing that the studying we're doing now will set us up for the future.
Student life is really fun because we have all these clubs and activities that we can do at lunch and after school, so you have lots of time to do work.
So my technical skills have become way better, and my independent learning has improved a lot.
Well, since my parents were key workers, I actually went to school, and we had 2 teachers a day supervising us. The school did manage to do it well, so they made the right adjustments and they made it as close to a proper learning environment as possible.
Well, it was very different, but I feel as though the teachers made it work really well. There were live lessons whenever they could make it possible, and I don't think we missed as much as we could have done because of the way it was all sort of working. It was very organised.
So I think my time in Nottingham High School, I've developed a lot of new skills. So through academic life, I'd say I've developed organisation skills and responsibility. And I think through co-curricular, I've developed another skill set. So through sports matches, I've learned that teamwork and perseverance when things are going badly, to just keep going. And I think through interacting with everyone, that's really increased my confidence and developed my personality.
Definitely tried new sports and stuff, which I wouldn't have ever tried before, like hockey. I wouldn't have ever done any hockey before I came here, but now I really enjoy it.
When I started in year 7, I was quite shy and a bit afraid because I'd come from a different school, and I wasn't sure how I would get on in the senior school, knowing that all these people have been from the junior school up and all of this. But as I said earlier, the teachers are just, they settle you in so well, and your head of year, especially when you join year 7, is just, they help you along the way.
I'd say it's art, because it's definitely different from all the academic subjects, but we're given so much freedom, especially as year 11 now. We're allowed to choose what we do with our coursework. I'd say there's a lot of freedom to create what we wish, but we're also guided to make, good coursework and have a sort of journey towards a final piece.
Probably music, yeah, because I just enjoy music as a whole, and it's just fun and practical compared to other ones, which the other one's still fun, but it's less written work and more actually playing.
Well, I do have a lot of favourite subjects, but my favourite I think is PE, because it's really just, I do lots of different sports anyway in and out of school, and when I sort of see PE that I have it, I get really happy because there's no homework there and I can just take off all the pressure from lessons. I do a lot of sport in the teams as well, I do hockey and netball and stuff like that, and I think it's really fun.
My favourite teacher is probably Mrs. Govinder from drama, because she's really inspired me a lot with drama, and she's really like put a love of drama into me.
I like all my teachers, but my favourite one's probably Mr. Hebert, my English one. He's really funny and like engaging.
I know some teachers are going to be watching this, so I can't exactly say without causing some sort of competition. But the PE teachers are very supportive. They praise everyone no matter what their physical ability is, so you have no need to worry about whether you're not good enough, because you are.
So the lessons are very entertaining. They're 1 hour long. When you walk into a classroom, I love the fact that the displays are bright, and I think that really livens up the atmosphere, and it makes you ready to learn. And I think that the content we cover in that time is really interesting. We sometimes get the opportunity to work in groups, to talk to our partners, and discuss our ideas, and that's quite interesting too.
Depending on what lesson it is, it can vary. So some lessons are a little bit more like art, they're a lot more calm. It's more, I can focus on my drawing without having to rush too much. But then when you have other subjects like maths, you get like some questions and you have a set time to do it. And I think as you go along, it'll get easier to do. So at the beginning, it was a little difficult to be able to cope with the amount of work. But I think it's, I'm a lot better at it now, and I do enjoy the subjects.
It's good, like they always set a decent amount of homework which will push you, and it's always relevant to what you're doing in the lesson as well.
We don't get too much because we have homework timetables. So then it's almost like a balanced amount, just like bearable. And then when it comes to exams, we get less because we can revise.
We get, I feel like, a good amount of homework. We don't get too much that it's just unbearable. But as in, I feel like we get enough to cover and consolidate the learning of what we've done, so we know what we're doing and we're on the right track.
Yes, the school as a community, it's very bonded together and strong. It's enthusiastic, so it tackles every challenge, such as the home learning. And yeah, I do believe as a school, it's a very strong community feeling. I love it.
Oh, definitely. I think the tutor system is the biggest part of the community feel, because my tutor, Mr. Allison, has you get to know your tutor throughout the school, and you stick with them unless they leave, but my tutor hasn't yet. So they become like a really good friend, and they tell you all of this stuff about the school that you wouldn't necessarily get in the guide or whatever in year 7. And yeah, the head of years as well have assist you, because there's always someone to speak to if you have a problem or you don't know where you're going. Yeah, I think that's really apparent in year 7 when you start the school.
Oh, definitely. Well, obviously as a school, it's always seeing different year groups and teachers. I think there's mutual respect for students, teachers, especially now in year 11. But there's also events such as Speech Day, Founders Day, to increase that community feel where everyone gets together usually, and we see the achievements people have done, we see what's happened throughout the school year. And I think the Wheeler Cup as well gives us a strong sense of community, because that's some friendly competition. And Sports Day, we missed it last year, but I think that's always the best day to see everyone competing, our fun, usually a sunny day.
The lunches are absolutely delicious, you'll love them. Yeah, they offer different hot foods every day, and if you're not feeling that, you can always get a sandwich or some sort of salad.
Well, the lunches are a lot better than the ones at my primary school, and I think that they're really good. I mean, I love lunchtime because it's my favourite part of the day, and I especially like the fish and chips as well.
The lunches are great. There's lots of different choices, whether you're vegetarian, pescatarian, whether you eat meat, whether you want a cold lunch or a hot lunch. I mean, obviously there's less choices at the moment, but normally there's loads of choice.
I have to say the gammon and leek gnocchi bake, which I had a couple of days ago, is absolutely amazing. I love it.
My favourite meal had to be roast dinner. Roast dinner with apple crumble, it's undisputed.
My favourite lunch is probably the Christmas dinner, because yeah, I just love Christmas dinner.
I play rugby for the B team, and I also do a lot of music, and like I do saxophone quartet and other bands. And in the saxophone quartet we got to the final of a regional competition. No, actually I think it was national. We got through regional and we got to nationals, but then it got cancelled because of coronavirus. But yeah, hopefully we're gonna do it again this year.
There's a lot of extracurricular sport, so training and matches and stuff like that, and some of that's still going on, but last year there were loads of lunchtime clubs you could go to, so because my favourite subjects are, I used to go to art club a lot.
Well, I'm usually part of like the drama productions. I am in student journalism as well.
I suppose last year I got the opportunity to speak during speech day and talk about my experiences in adventure training and D&B. And although it's quite nerve-wracking to speak in front of hundreds of people, I think it was a great experience overall. I got to improve my public speaking and share with everyone the things I've achieved during adventure training.
I think my greatest achievement was getting a Headmaster's Award last year, because I think I got roughly about 80 distinctions, and even though I couldn't be in school to receive it, I think my family was so proud of me for getting it.
My greatest achievement was probably recently, actually. I got a letter in the post about prize giving, and I won the Benjamin Barsby Prize for all-round abilities and loyalty to the school from year 7 to 9, and I felt really honoured for that, because I looked into the award, and the boy that it is named after was very loyal to the school, and he really loved it. So I'm very honoured to have that.
Well, I definitely want to be involved with the human body and languages, if that's possible. So perhaps an international doctor, travelling all around the world and helping people however I can.
I'm not quite sure, but I feel like at Nottingham High School, because there's such a range, different subjects and things, you're sort of capable to maybe change your mind because you choose what you study, and there are so many incredible ways that you can get better at certain things, and then you can go on to doing what you really like.
I probably want to do my A-levels, hopefully I'll do my A-levels here and then go on to university.
So for all the other new students who want to join, I think it's a lovely place to be, and my advice to you would just be to work hard in lessons, get involved with a few co-curricular activities, just don't be afraid to be yourselves, be confident in yourself, and most importantly, have fun, don't get too stressed.
To other students, don't be afraid when you join, because all teachers are welcoming. Make friends, and don't be afraid to get involved in people that you don't know, because I think a lot of people struggle with that and then kind of isolate themselves. But everyone at the school will take to you, and yeah, just be yourself.
Well, I would say just do not worry about it. You know, it's once you come in here, there's lots of people who's going to help you. So I think if you stay calm, you make sure that you focus and, you know, be really open to questions, or ask a lot of questions, because people help you along the way, and yeah, you'll do great.